Hey, what's up? My name is Brian White, and today I'm here with.
Xavier Moyer.
And today we're going in between the white lines. So why we don't first start out by telling them a little bit about yourself?
Sounds good. My name is Xavier. I'm currently a freshman at RMU and CCAC. I'm taking credits right now at both schools so I can transfer to Slippery Rock and play rugby. I'm majoring right now in business management, but later I want to major in safety management.
Okay. So before we get into the present, we gotta go to the past. What made you first want to start playing rugby? Like, did you play it in elementary school or?
No, rugby came out of nowhere. I had no intention of playing that sport. I was a big football guy growing up. I started like seventh grade, sixth grade, and I loved playing it. My junior year of high school, sophomore year of high school, I came out and tried out. My friend told me to play, so I came out and tried out for the team, and I just fell in love with it. Everything about it, and I just fell in love with the game.
Okay. So how was it for you to make that transition from your first love being football to your first love of sports being rugby?
It was super easy. So growing up, I always played the big guy spot. I was always blocking, and I was the guy that ran over to like celebrate my running back or the wide receiver. When I started playing rugby, I was the guy that scored the tries, and everyone came to me. So it was so fun. It was like, so this is something I love to do, and it wasn't that bad to switch over.
That's a little bit selfish, ain't it?
No, not at all. Not at all. I did my time.
All right. So let's talk about. I remember you told me one time that when we were going to celebrate a win, that you got injured right before your first season playing rugby, and then you took a year off and then came back. How was that being able to get injured and then come back to the sport that got you?
So we were talking about my sophomore year breaking my hand.
Yeah.
Scrimmage against West A. Yeah. I still liked it, and when even though I sprained or broke my hand in the game, I still played. I went back into the game and played it. So once I broke my hand, it just gave me a long time of rest to work on myself. So when I came back, I was even better than just starting to learn the game. So I took advantage of that opportunity of being hurt to like study, learn, and understand the game of rugby. So it definitely helped me positive.
Okay.
It was definitely a positive thing.
Okay. How do you think you went to Moon High School around here? So how has your coaches at Moon, both in football and rugby, prepared you and taught you how to play rugby at a high level in college?
Yeah, so everything we do now, I mean, like in high school, was focusing on to the next level. So both of my head coaches for rugby and football, their goal was to get me ready, especially in my senior year, was to get me ready to be a man once I graduated high school and started doing everything by myself. So they taught me a bunch of like maturity, discipline, and just in general being a man. And probably working hard and just getting it done was like their main things playing. But for my rugby coach, he was on my back every day. And he just made me fall in love with the game way more because he was like a dad to me, but not really a dad. But he was there when if I'm not doing well, if I'm not doing my schoolwork, he was like the first guy there and telling me when to do stuff and like when not to. So he was definitely a big role of changing to high school to college rugby. So yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna keep it about with you because you my man, and you know I always keep it 100 with people. So for you, coming to Robert Morris was not in the plan at all.
No.
But things happen academically. How has that setback affected you now so that you could get back to Slippery Rock, which was the main goal in the first place?
So like, is it okay? So it's not a bad thing, and it wasn't a good thing. There's a bunch of positives of playing right now because I would have just went to school and just did credits and didn't play for like 5 months of rugby. So I would have been rusty coming back. So the positives were definitely being able to play. Uh, I joined, and we had a good season. We're still playing. I'm grateful for everything we've like been through. It's been fun. One of my negatives is nothing else but the fact that I got to leave. I felt like I built a really good bond with everyone on the team, and I feel like we all connected, and I felt like we had a really good chem. Especially as you can see, like the start of the season, we were okay, and then bam, at the end, we were just amazing, and we're all like homies. Like I love everyone on my team, and it kind of hurts me knowing I gotta dip.
Mm.
So yeah, that's probably a negative is having to leave.
So, what do you think is the biggest takeaway that you've taken from playing at Army?
Um,
Has anything you learned more, like team coaches, is anything you learned more that you're going to take with you into you transferring next
yeah, there's some dogs in any division. That's all. There's some dogs. There's some guys on the RMU. Even though we're playing low right now, there's some guys that want it. So that's one thing I like is no matter what you're playing at, what league you're playing at, there's guys that want it more than you. So that's what I like is having that dog. Something I learned from the Army. So
Like you say, this year we had a great season, end up winning the championship for our division, and then now we have one more regional game. What is How did you feel after winning the championship, and what is your feeling going into our next game, the regional?
I definitely felt like we deserved it. One, just because the amount of work we put in. We blow out teams and come back to Monday practice still doing sprints. So we definitely definitely deserve that win. The championship, it was amazing. In high school, I lost twice back to back in quarterfinals. So the fact that I was able to jump over that and actually go to a championship, it felt super good. And then winning it was amazing. And looking forward to next week, I'm definitely ready for this bowl game. My goal is to definitely get player of the game, but just overall get the dub with the boys and celebrate.
All right, last RMU question before we move on to your future endeavors. What I'm just kind of a two question. What is because you like you said we would blow teams out and then on Monday still have to run like we were 0-7.
Yeah.
What is your funniest moment as at RMU practice, and what do you think was the worst conditioning we did at RMU practice?
The funniest practice. It got to be a crazy one. It was probably either. There's two. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say this.
What?
The ops pulling up.
Oh, nah.
Okay, so if I can't say that, I won't say anything else. But then the second one got to be when we split into forwards and backs, and it was me, LV, and Terrence. That's his name, right?
Yeah.
And we're doing passing drills. Our Coach Noah, says something, and Levi told him to shut his bitch ass up. He said, "Shut your bitch ass up," and he made us run. And that was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
What?
Someone as a student cussing out a coach it was so funny. So that got to be it. Or yours is definitely number one, but we can't talk about it because that was crazy.
Nah, that was crazy. So, what is the worst conditioning you think we did as a team?
The worst conditioning was probably the entire first week of practice when we started the season. That was awful because I was out of shape. That was it humbled me.
Not the time we had to run like 1,300 at full speed.
No, that wasn't bad.
That wasn't bad.
No, I was in shape. It was bad, but don't get me wrong. That was awful. But nothing is gonna live up to like having fun, doing whatever you want, eating like anything you want over the summer, then coming back that first week, and then bam, like you're supposed to live up standards, and then you're like cooked, and you're not getting any of them. So that was probably it. But like really bad, hurt, awful was definitely that one. So yeah.
All right. So now we talked about the present. Let's go into the future. You are now going to Slippery Rock University, starting in the spring, playing sevens.
Yes, sir.
What is your goal once you get there?
My goal definitely is to tell people I can play at a high level. I'm not trying to glaze myself, but I know what I do and I know what I can bring to the table. I work super hard. Like I got a schedule, and my goal definitely is to win a natty with the team. I want to help. I want to help the slip win a natty during sevens. So that's one of my big goals is definitely to just transfer, play, and definitely just win the natty. I want to win the natty, especially in sevens. It's definitely going to be my first year though. I've never played sevens. I've only been playing 15s for the past 3 years. So I want to learn and continue to grow.
All right. So when you go to Slip next year, of course, Robert Morris will be coming back up into the same division. How would it be to face a lot of people that you were on the same championship winning team next year?
It's going to be fun. I think it's just going to be a fun game, but obviously I know who's going to win.
Us.
Slip. So, well, yeah, it's definitely going to be fun. It's going to be a whole lot of trolling.
So I have heard from Coach Noah that you have aspirations of playing this game, playing rugby pro. Yeah. And how do you plan to go about your remaining years of college to make sure that you could live that dream and be able to play pro?
Well, one is just putting everything to God and continue what I'm doing now is working hard every day. Like there's just some things you just can't do and you gotta make sacrifices. So any sacrifice I gotta take, I'll take just to go. I really like the game and I would love to go play and get drafted, especially into the MLR or just continue to play professional. But it was always one of my goals in life, and it's still every time I think of a goal, it's like go play professional. So definitely coming down to just sacrificing things and cooking and doing hard work.
Okay, now that we talked about the sports side, let's talk about a little bit of the academic side. What made you want to choose your major in college?
It was I wanted something not too hard and then something that I enjoy doing. So once I started getting recruited. My head coach from Slippery Rock, they told me about some majors and stuff. And I like to do construction. So I was going to go to a trade school. I wasn't going to go to 4 years. But he told me they had a major that was similar. So then once I heard about that, I was like, I can play rugby at a good division and get a job. And if plan A don't work, then plan B, I got a really good job coming out of it. But right now, there ain't no plan B. So all right.
Hey man, focus too much on plan B, you always distract from plan A.
Yes, sir.
All right, well, this has been Between the White Lines with
Xavier Moyer.
Peace.